Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, what do we have for you on today's episode? We have for you, it's a strange one, I admit. It's only got one clip to watch. It's a short clip, but it's pretty strange. Two women, young women in Florida, went to these lengths to get a COVID vaccination. They dressed as old women. They put old women clothes on, wigs, all the whole shebang to make themselves look like elderly women, to fool people. They then tried to get to the front of the queue for the vaccination jab based on the fact that they're doing it on an age-related basis. It's bizarre. So we're going to look at the footage, the police footage of them talking to the women, saying, like, hey, what the hell are you doing? Come on. Right? So we'll get into that now. But if you haven't yet, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, just turn notifications on. All it will just notify you, hopefully, when my videos get uploaded. And share this video around. Those things are important more now than ever, because YouTube is unfortunately not only sectioning off independent commentary channels, but this channel is currently demonetized. I don't know when I'm going to get my partnership membership back, but who knows? I will try. But let's go. Let's get into this. Right, so let's take a look.
And now you're not going to get your second one. So that's a whole waste of time we just wasted here on this. And we're not even sure if they're going to press charges against you and take you to jail right now. So we're at that point right here. But just for your selfishness of stealing the vaccine. Okay, this is a trespass warning. You're hereby warned that you are not authorized, licensed, or invited to be in these premises and may be arrested if you refuse to leave or return at any time in the future. It's this building, it's our other building, it's our parking garage, everything. Anything, the whole property around here. I'm not allowed to be here no more. It's ridiculous that you're here right now.
So your information is going to be flagged with the vaccine software. Okay. So
you're Martha.
Guys try and do this
again. You're covered.
You're not going to get a vaccine. Okay, so you got to wait your turn. All right. So those are yours. Car keys. You're going to get a copy of each one of those. If you come back, anytime you're going to be arrested. Any question about that? You're lucky not to get arrested right now.
Patty, I really appreciate it.
Okay, so let's go back and watch again, because there's some points I want to make.
What you have done?
So it starts obviously with the women. They've got not only a mask on, but a visor on as well. They've got old biddy, old women. We call them here in Britain old biddies. Hats on, clothes on. I think they were hoping that being behind two masks and a visor, no one would bat an eyelid. Age is more than just facial features. You know, you get that when people age, they get that pronounced kind of, they kind of become bent. They kind of bend over, don't they? Not in that type of way. I just mean like their spine, right? So the fact that they're wearing two masks and a visor each shows that they are scared, essentially, right? You could say that it's just to mask their identity, but I would argue that the fact that they're going to this length to masquerade as elderly women to get the vaccine should show you that they are extremely scared of COVID. They have lapped it up. They've bought into the fear narrative. Now, that's not an argument against COVID being real. I know it's real. Someone I know personally got COVID, so I know it's real. But what I'm saying is, in times of crisis, pumping hope into the populace is infinitely better than pumping fear into the populace. Because when you pump fear into people, you get situations like this. People going to absurd degrees to get out of a situation they think they're going to die in, Because you've told them that everyone's going to die, right? Let's continue.
You've stolen a vaccine from somebody that needs it more than you. And now you're not going to get your second one.
So he says, you've stolen a vaccine from someone who needed it more than you. So they've already got their first vaccine. They're on the way out. Somebody has obviously rang the alarm and said, hey, look, we've got 2 old biddies in here who aren't actually old biddies. They are young biddies. And young biddies are worse than old biddies. Right? So they're on the way out. And they get stopped by the COVID police. And the COVID police say, hey, look, you're not going to get your second vaccine now. You're not going to get your second shot. So, the second shot of the vaccine. So that's obviously devastating to them because they've gone to this level. You know, they should just wait their turn. But this is what fear does. I've said this and I'll say it again. When you pump fear into the populace, which is what the mainstream media have been doing for a good 4 or 5 years now. You know, Orange Man's gone. We all know that they're on all this Orange Man bad routine. What they don't realise is, thanks to their hatred of Donald Trump and their relentless push to pump out the propaganda that everything's wrong and everything's collapsing under his 4 years of his presidency, now that he's left, all that fear that you driven up, all that fear that you kicked up from the surface of society, like mildew at the bottom of a pond or a river, that it all gets kicked up and it smells bad and it looks bad and it's toxic. That's like fear in society, and that's what the mainstream media have done. They've kicked it all up. They've churned all that fear up. And even though Orange Man's gone, he's not the president anymore, that fear is still there. And it hasn't yet sunk back down to the bottom of the pond. Okay? It's still there. It hasn't settled yet. And the result is a country full of people who have the potential, at least, to behave like this.
So that's a whole waste of time we just wasted here on this. And we're not even sure if they're going to press charges against you and take you to jail right now. So we're at that point right here. But just for your selfishness of stealing the vaccine. Okay, this is...
You could say it was selfish, what they did. But the thing is, fear, like, if you think your life is in danger, selfishness is probably, on a genetic level, the best course of action, right? If you understand what I mean. It's the natural course of action. You have these 2 people, both wearing 2 masks. One of them still got the visor on and a hat. How much face protection does one person need? It's not normal. Getting together, deciding to dress yourself up in old biddy, old woman clothing is not normal. It's not normal, right? So someone has instilled that fear into them, yeah? So you could argue it was selfish, but you have to understand their mindset. And that's not a defense of these 2 women. I'm just saying their mindset is such that they think they're going to die because they've been told that, you know, there's an evil pathogen under every rock, in every bowl of rice, and so on and so on.
Say, trespass warning, you're hereby warned that you are not authorized, licensed, or invited to be in these premises and may be arrested if you refuse to leave or return at any time in the future. It's this building, it's our other building, it's our site, parking garage, everything. Anything, the whole property around here. It's not allowed to be here no more. It's ridiculous that you're here right now.
So your information is going to be flagged with the vaccine software. Okay. So
You're Martha.
Guys try and do this
So you're a copy.
You're not going to get a vaccine. Okay. So you got to wait your turn. All right. So those are yours. Car keys. You're going to get a copy of each one of those. You come back anytime, you're going to be arrested. Any question about that? you're lucky not to get arrested right now.
I really appreciate it. First.
So they got let off. Now, the situation they were in, the reason why they didn't get arrested is because this is patently ridiculous, and it is ridiculous. You can tell from the video that all of the police there can see it's ridiculous. The only people who thought this was a bright idea was the two women in question. And I'm not one for delegating blame to other people. I'm one for people taking responsibility for their own actions, okay? That being said, although they are responsibility for what they did, it's their responsibility. I section off a portion of the blame for their actions to the mainstream media, and the reason why I do that is because gone are the days when they tell you about a jobs fair. This is the news, right? That a jobs fair that's coming to your town, or interest rates, or crime that happened on the streets, or celebrities coming to your town. Those days are gone, right? For the news now, it is all fear-driven, orange man bad-driven, hate-mongering propaganda, right? And it's all pushed onto the minds of people. And I know that you and me, those of you who are watching this channel, the few of you that are left, you understand that, you get that, right? But there's a lot of ordinary people out there, normies, who don't get it, okay? They go to work, they come home from work, and they switch on the old CNN on the box, and they think they're being told news. They think they're getting valuable information, when all they're really doing is allowing their own heads, which belong to them, to be pumped full of hate and fear. And that's the bottom line, right? So I'm going to leave it there. If you haven't yet, I almost said because Stone Cold said so, but I'm not a shade on Stone Cold. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you haven't yet, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share this video around. It only takes a few moments to do those things, and it really helps us smaller, us tiny little content creators, grow in a sea of censorship and competition. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.